So now that we're fairly familiar with the rules to this game, we hope.
I hope so.
Just a little.
Could be, but I noticed that people still weren't drawing the cards correctly at the end.
Well, what can you expect from such low, useless morons I had for minions? Ah, my last High Council was much better than this. So much better. Ah. Agen?
So every time we get down
Yes, my lord.
to no cards, use cards, we draw 3.
When you pass the book, you draw up to 3 of
yeah.
these. Yeah, but when you get past 2, you draw 1 of those.
Any further rules clarifications before we start?
I'm sorry. Say that one more time. When someone passes the buck to you, you get one of
When
these.
somebody passes the book to you, you get 1 of those.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And
then when you pass the book to somebody else, you can draw.
Okay.
You draw up to the 3 of these to replenish your hand.
Okay, I gotcha.
If you play a interrupt card, you do not draw cards from that. If you receive a withering gaze, you discard your hand immediately and redraw a new hand of 3 and 3.
Okay. Okay, I got you now.
So as I was saying before one of my minions interrupted me, mid-speech I might add, but the game hadn't started yet, so let's not be too aggressive right now. Agen,
Yes, my lord.
explain what happened to the bodyguard of the elite council.
The bodyguard of the elite council was sadly replaced by our expendable troops because Marsh
And why were the expendable troops put instead of my elite bodyguards?
because Marsh had lost the bodyguards in the battle against the tentacled monster.
Why did you throw away my bodyguards, my elite bodyguards against the tentacle monstrosity that was on our side?
Well, you see, it had been beguiled by the Catwoman that had been brought in by none other than bloody Disaster Dillons. Also, Debbie just laughed. Debbie?
We'll give her a couple of moments to get back into this. But anyway, Dylan? Why did you order a cat to distract the tentacle monster that was on our side, causing me to lose my bodyguard? My elite bodyguard, which caused the council to die?
Is it?
Okay,
are we
no
waiting for
answer.
Debbie? I was sorry, are we waiting for Debbie or...
Well, I wasn't, and therefore you die.
Oh, okay.
You get stared at.
Well, you get stared at,
Stared.
sure.
Yeah.
Staring continues.
I'll draw.
Debbie is appearing to have trouble there.
Probably connection issues. I'll just ignore her for this part of the game, I guess, unless she gets back in soon.
Crap, should have
Can you hear
done
me?
that. That was the wrong card.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, sorry about that. My internet dropped momentarily. Keeps doing that lately.
Snoopy,
I'm coming back in.
Yes.
explain why the internet keeps going down.
Well, you see, my lord, it's actually the Iron Man's fault. His iron suit is messing with the internet. Maragin brought him here.
Now, why did you bring the Iron Man here and he's messing up my internet? Okay. That's either a brilliant response, in which case I approve. I'm still giving the withering stare, but that is.
No, I just got.
You should have
Yes,
just gone
you
with.
just got-
You should have just gone with it, sir. That would be amazing. Withering stare still, but amazing.
The entire Overlord's conference call was breaking down.
Right.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Don't know what that was all about.
I tell you what, though, it was perfectly timed.
The video. It was amazing.
It was amazing. I approve. I'm still going to give you the withering stare, but I approve so much. Debbie,
Alright, in that case, I have to redraw.
Yes, my lord.
what was the deal with the wall?
I have absolutely no idea because I got blinded by some.
That's
burlap
not
sack
really
that,
an excuse if you
that
have no
friend-
idea.
Well, it's because I got blinded by a burlap sack that a mad scientist put over my head, and I couldn't see or hear anything. And I recognized, well, I could hear only one thing, Dark Lord. His voice, which I recognized as Snoopy's.
Well, my
Can you
lord,
elaborate on that again?
You wish me to explain again, my Dark Lord? Well, I really don't know what went on with the wall because I got blindfolded by a sack over my head, and I could only hear a Dark Lord, a mad scientist's voice, and I recognized it as Snoopy's.
Snoopy, are you a mad scientist secretly? If so, why didn't you tell me earlier? We could have used you.
no, my lord. I am just a humble servant, my lord. At the time, I was preparing the psycho bomb for you, as you
Now
wished.
that sounds like something a mad scientist would do. Are you really a mad scientist?
No, my lord. I was following the instructions put there for our next world domination attempt. But I do believe that it was actually Debbie's own hallucinations. She had the horned helmet on, so she was obviously hearing herself under that burlap sack.
A burlap sack and a horned helmet, eh?
Yes, my lord.
Very well, Debbie. Yep, draw one eyes.
My lord, I did not have a horned helmet on, but I was dropped off, burlap sacked, on the wild island, and there I remained, until this very day, actually. So I never found out what happened.
So
to
you've
you
not
all.
been helping in the invasion whatsoever. You've been on holiday.
I was kidnapped, sir.
I glare at you.
My lord.
Nobody kidnaps you to send you on holiday.
Nor did you name anyone for doing that.
Well,
Also,
I
this does
believe-
not explain the wall.
Right.
Oh dear.
Do I throw away my excuse?
Yeah, you
Thank
throw away all those and draw on your hand a 3 and 3.
Okay.
Snoopy can clean up.
No, that one. No, this one I'm keeping because I just drew
G.
that. I'm trying to
G's
get rid of the
press
2
G.
I already had.
If you're holding multiple cards, press G and it stacks them for you.
Is it?
Yes, it's rather useful.
Oh.
See?
So,
Is it still my
moving
turn
right...
to explain?
No, I'm going to ask somebody else to explain the failure of this little enterprise. Dylan. The Council's attempt to get a dragon was apparently successful. Please explain why the dragon didn't turn up for the epic battle.
Dylan, I also can't hear you.
It's because I'm being sick, so I'm muting my microphone.
Oh.
Sorry, sorry, my lord. I did successfully hire a dragon, in fact, and I was going to bring it right over here if it wasn't for an evil, greedy monster eating the dragon whole, sat on it by that pesky Agen.
What? You own something more terrifying, capable of eating a dragon, and you didn't bring this to my attention because...
I was busy using the evil monster to eat the most monstrous monster. It needed to be impressed, but unfortunately, I got hit in the face by a leaflet when it was lifted up by that wind that kept getting through the bloody wall earlier. Which
Yeah,
was
somebody
all-
really needs to look into that.
We have a commission working, my lord.
When I pulled this leaflet off my face, I saw that it was litter that had been left around by none other than Agen.
Well, it wasn't a letter, it was propaganda against the Eastern magician who wants to
The
take
Eastern
over your
magician
realm.
who's on our side, I believe.
No, sir, the other Eastern magician, the one who makes the stupefying objects that were thrown onto the pallets last week. And I believe Snoopy has more information on that.
Explain! Also, well done.
Yes.
I'm afraid, my lord, that I don't have more info on it. Because at the time...
Excuses!
Look, oh yeah, I just got my hand anyway. Look.
Sorry, I know I interrupted you earlier, but you did say you had no information, so...
There's a few people said that. I don't know. It's not an answer to when you're asking things from an evil overlord.
Exactly. I don't know is not going to be an acceptable answer in future.
Alright, well, there's been a star, so he's going away. Ba-doo. Ba-doo.
Very well, so we covered what happened to the council, we've covered what happened to my bodyguards, we even covered what happened to the dragon. But can somebody explain to me what's making that noise, Agen?
It's Dylan's banging about with a magic staff.
Why are you banging around with a magic staff?
Oh, wait a second. Oh. I guess I don't have an excuse.
Stop banging around with magic staff! Yep.
Yeah, discard everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I had an idea then.
Oh.
Oh, it'll come back round, I'm sure. So who have I picked on recently?
I'm gonna go to the server real quick. Be right back.
I should pick on
Snoopy.
Snoopy for that. But fair enough, we're not going to do that just yet. Let's see. Debbie!
Yes, magnificent Dark Lord.
Why is it so dark in here? What happened to the lights?
I believe that horrible bartender turned them off. I believe it's Agen. Sir? My lord?
Agen, you're a bartender?
Of course not, my lord. I couldn't have been a bartender. I was just going out there for a good drink. It was being served by Agen, I believe.
That's absolute nonsense. At the time, I was busy crossing the marsh in search of the crystal ball to find out what the hell happened to the insurmountable wall.
Yes, I'd like to know that too.
But unfortunately, I was stymied in this task because somebody had managed to make the marsh extra gloopy, and I happened to think his name was Snoopy.
And why do you think that exactly?
Because it had a sign that said Snoopy was here.
Pretty damning evidence, Snoopy. What do you have to say for yourself? No, this doesn't actually explain why it's so dark in here, but I'm going with this anyway.
Hey, come on, it had rhyming and it mentioned several of the ridiculous past stories.
I know, yeah, I approve.
I think Snoopy is in the bathroom.
I'm aware of that, that's why I'm glaring at him right now.
It's
You're in
not
the
a
bathroom with him, my lord?
I'm glaring at you now too.
Where did the other pile go?
Shuffle back in.
With goblins. Oh. Must be nowhere. When I pass the buck, I pick up from this pile, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah, when you've successfully passed the buck, you draw it free from that pile. Also, Snoopy loses his hand as well, but...
Well, technically, I don't know if there's a point because he's never actually played his hand.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Fair enough, then.
Okay, so I should have drawn 3 of those. No, I shouldn't. I should have drawn... Get rid of those.
Marijan? What is my mother doing here? Didn't I give explicit orders not to let her in?
Well, you see, my evil overlord, you did give those orders, but what actually happened was, while we were trying to keep her busy in the dark forest, somebody happened to give her a mysterious potion that allowed her to survive the horrors. Not that it matters, because I can't actually blame anyone else.
Well, if you
However,
can't...
here's some gold, so please don't kill me, my lord.
I'm going to glare at you and steal your gold. Right. Very well. On top of all my failures, all of everything, my mother is here to observe it all. Excellent. Excellent. I couldn't be more happy about all of this. So very happy I'm going to have to murder everybody. Agen?
Yes, my lord.
Explain why I shouldn't murder you first.
Well, sir, because it's a rather desperate situation, and you might want to look behind you because there's a big furry puppy that Dylan's just released.
What?
I release no dark furry puppy, sir, but I can tell you it is indeed a threat. I know, because I just discovered this indecipherable parchment, which clearly indicates that the puppy is a minion of the other evil dark overlord, the one that we all despise.
Who let it
And
in?
the parchment is signed... Marijan!
Dun dun dun.
Okay. It's not signed by me, but it is in fact a strange stain caused by the hairball that was coughed out by the crazy monster behind, because I'm just going to waffle because I've got myself confused. Ah.
No,
I
no,
was all gonna say
no.
that it was Agen's
no,
fault.
no.
Yeah. No, I just lost track of what the hell I wanted to do there.
I love that story though. That was a good story up to the end. But I didn't know I'm gonna puppy after me as well.
It really is a desperate situation, my lord.
Clearly.